Okay. So under the trade payment, video number three, that is part number three, we are going to discuss the third payment method that is going to be used in international trade is bank collection method. Okay. So till now in part one we have discussed about the advance payment, and in part number two we have discussed the LC. Okay, how LC operates and what is the advantage and why LC is important, how these banks are operating. So this is what we have discussed. Now in the third method of payment, we are going to discuss about the basics of that method, that is known as bank collection method. Okay, so under the bank collection method, bank, those who are involved in this method collect the payment. Okay, now this is what most important thing is. Here the role of a bank is to collect the payment. Okay, for exporter. For whom? For exporter from the foreign buyer. Now this is what most important over here is. In LC, what we understand is importer's bank will pay you on a behalf of importer. Okay, that means bank is taking a guarantee for payment. While in bank collection method, bank act as a collector of your payment. That means he is not entitled for payment and receive the receiving of a payment. So be careful. In LC, bank is liable to pay you as far as importers bank is concerned. But in bank collection method, they just receive the payment whatever they receive from the outside. Okay, as per the sale agreement, if importer makes the immediate payment, okay, here or after, that means at a site or a usage of a credit period, only then bank will collect the payment for exporter. That means if an importer makes the payment to the bank, then and then bank will inform you that your payment has been received. Okay, after having collected the payment from the importer on a due date, okay, bank will pass the payment to the exporter. So it is very simple. Okay, once importer makes the payment to a bank, then bank will notify, okay, received your payment. Okay, so this is what simple. While LC, he takes care of the payment. Okay, so this is what the first difference. Okay, it is issued by exporters having a long business deal with the buyers with satisfactory in payment history. Okay, now the mechanism of LC and bank collection method is almost same. Okay, but the difference is here importer is not requesting his or her bank for the payment. So I will not discuss. That is the difference is first three steps are not been over here. This is what the most important difference. So over here, once exporter and importer decided that okay, we will go through a bank collection method. So based on that, exporter sends the goods. Okay, this is what the first step. He prepared all the documents. This is second one. He submit all the documents to the exporter's bank. Exporter banks forward these documents to the importer bank. Importer receives the documents. Okay, and then payment cycle starts. This is what general. But again, being a specific, over here there are two options called at site and nuisance. Okay, try to understand the meaning. Say, for example, once you submit the documents, you can get the payment. Okay, on a submission, you can get a payment. I'm not saying you will get a payment, but you can. It is up to your, it is your right. It is based on your contract. Okay. And nuisance, say for example, if you wish to give a credit period to import, let's say for example, credit period to importer of say 30 hours, okay, 40 hours, it's up to you. You can give it to you. So initially you submit the documents. So that is why I have made a general statement where you submit the documents. So if it is a first case, then you submit the documents, you will receive a payment. And second option is you submit the documents, the importer accept it, and as far as the condition is mentioned in the contract, after 30 days payment, 40 days payment, the importer will make the payment. So this is very simple. The movement of documents and the flow of money is almost same as LC, but none of the banks involved in these transactions take the responsibility for the payment. So this is what the most important difference between LC and bank collection method. Most of the students get confused in this regards only. So please be very careful here. Banks involved in these transactions are not going to take any kind of security or any kind of payment guarantee. Okay, if they receive the payment, then and then they will inform that yes sir, your payment is received. So this is what the most important thing is. As far as we discussed two cases, that at site and at usance. So being an exporter, be careful when you give a usance or the time, when you involve the time factor in your payment. Be careful, think twice and thrice, and then decided the credit period. Otherwise, you will face many difficulties. Okay, so this method of payment is generally avoided while dealing with a new buyer. Definitely, that is what I am saying, because the safest way for new buyer or a new exporter is LC only. So under this method, the involved bank help in collecting the payment only. If buyer makes the payment, then exporter gets it. Otherwise, exporter won't get it. Okay, in this case, payment is entirely depend on the capacity and the integrity of the importer only. Simple. Okay. So if your importer is genuine, then and then you will receive and there is a chance to getting the payment. Okay. Banks are not responsible for the payment as in case of LC. That is the most important difference, and that is why I'm keep repeating that here banks are not responsible or liable for making any payment. They only help in collecting the payment. So they are just like, okay, they are the payment collectors. In this case, the payment takes place in buyer's country and not in seller's country as in case of LC. Okay, so be careful. As such, under these arrangements, bankers of the exporter has to arrange the documents along with bill of exchange. So as far as documentation is concerned, we have discussed in the part number 2, that is trade documentation, and the documentation related to that payment method. We have already discussed what is bill of exchange. Okay, so bill of exchange as per negotiating instrument act 1881, it is clearly mentioned that it is a written document. Okay, and it is considered as one of is considered as an order to pay some amount to a bearer of this instrument. So as per bill of exchange, present them to the importer through a collecting bank in a country of the importer. Okay, exporter has to give a specific instruction to its bank regarding the collection of payment. So to make this bank collection method safer, a request to all of you is that please send your bill of exchange or use bill of exchange. Okay, instead of other any instrument, use bill of exchange, and please transfer this bill of exchange through a bank only. And specifically, don't transfer this bill of exchange to the importer's bank, but transfer to the bill of exchange through a collecting bank only. Okay, this is what most important thing is. Special instruction has to be issued to a banks depending on a side payment or a payment after the credit. That is what we have discussed. So you need to instruct them, okay, yes sir, we are going to take this within a couple of days, or once you present all the documents and you will get the payment, or you have already given them 30-40 days credit period that you need to tell the banks. Okay, so based on that they will understand. Clear? So now, uh, till this sessions, we have discussed the advance payment, we have discussed the LC, then we have discussed the open sale account, sorry, bank collection account. So you are clear with these three methods. Now, fourth method is open sale account method. This is the most used method of payment in a local and international business. Each buyer wants to use this method of a payment in import of goods and services. Okay, so as far as from the exporter side is concerned, the advance payment is considered as one of the most secured payment method in regards of export. The same way in regards for importer, open sale account is considered as one of the best and secured method for importer, because it is completely opposite to the advance payment. So 70 to 80% importers demand open sale term payment from the exporter. In this method, importer want to use exporter's fund as a working capital for its business. So this is what the simple definitions. So it means that the importer wants to do a business with exporter's money. As far as advance payment is considered, the exporter is going to make the profit out of importer's money. It is completely opposite here. The importer will make the profit or earn the profit based on the side of exporter's expense. Okay, so simple. Here the exporter sends the goods. Okay, exporter sends the goods to the importer. This is what the step is. So exporter sends the goods to the importer, and the exporter submit all the documents to a bank. Okay, to the importer, and then on a due date, here no safety is been measured, and then importer on a due date makes the payment. Okay, and then exporter gets the payment. This is what the actual cycle is. Here banks are involved as a receiver of a payment, so nothing to do from their side. This is one of the risky method from the exporter side and one of the best method from the importer side. Okay, this is very clear. So what happened over here is the seller, that is the exporter, sends all the goods without taking any security or anything else, any major concern. Okay, so he just sells the good, he dispatches the goods, and he dispatches the documents only, and then on a due date the importer makes the payment, he will receive the payments. Be careful, such kind of open sale account method use only when you have a good relation with the importer, otherwise don't use it. Second is consignment sale. Okay, now this is something interesting. As if you are going to appoint any distributor in the foreign nations, then you can apply for this, or you can go for consignment sale. This is what my personal opinion is. So mostly this method is used when exporter makes a long-term commitment for the supply of goods to the distributor in importing country or to a big foreign buyer. Okay, one more thing, in this consignment sale, be careful, because entire titleship and ownership of the goods remains with you only. So once you enter into a consignment sale, be careful. You are having a good relation with the other party, that is good enough, but the entire risk and the title of ownership will still remains with you. So if you face any difficulty in the foreign country regarding your goods, you are the person who is answerable only. Okay, so be careful. The goods are shipped to a foreign distributor directly, and documents are also sent directly. This is the best or one of the most important advantage in this consignment sale is no need to include even bank also. You can direct it, send it to your importer, because here you are going to use them as a distributor. Suppose if you want to use them as a distributor, then enter, so you can have a good relation with, you do have a good relation with them, so you can send the documents directly to them. Okay, distributor will get the goods on execution of the trust receipt and sell them on the behalf of the exporter. The exporter retains the title of the goods until they are sold. This is what I am trying to tell you. Okay, the exporter has a risk and least control over the goods with this method, because exporter has already shipped the goods. That means he lost his control. The title ship and the ownership is remain with him, but I am talking about the control. The ownership remains with the exporter. All the charges relating to the clearance and the protection of the goods are on the account of exporter. Okay, so all the cost is related to that import, as well as the other local transportation needs to be borne by exporter only. Foreign buyer will remit the payment after deduction of all these charges, and goods are under possession of consignee, but ownership lies with the exporter. This is what the most important thing is. Okay, so here consignment sale is very clear, and it is as far as similar to the other payment method, but here the difference is that you need to have a good relationship with the other